Okay, so it is the online school of computer science, and my name is Paul Gutka, and in this tutorial we are going to learn more about Scratch and how to create games on Scratch. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to share my screen, and we are going to start with how to create a fruit game today. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now. Okay, so I hope my screen is visible to you. So as you can see, there is a fruit game here, and this is how the game will work. You have to collect the fruits. Okay, so the bowl is there. You have to move the bowl left and right, and you have to collect the fruits. So how do we do that? Let's see from the starting. Okay, so I'm going to search for Scratch in Google, and then Scratch Imagine Program Share is the link. Make sure your account is logged in. Okay, then I'm going to click on the create option to create a new project, right? So after you click on the create option, here is the cat sprite which you will delete. Okay, and then I'm going to click on this choose a sprite, and I'm going to get a bowl. Okay, so you have to search here for bowl, and you have to get a bowl. Another thing you need to do is you need to go to choose a sprite, and you need to search for an apple because you need fruit, right? So apple and a bowl. Okay, so now the apple and the bowl is here. Now we are going to put a backdrop. So go to choose a backdrop, and you can choose any good backdrop. I'm going to choose this blue sky. So now my apple is here, my bowl is also here. Apple size is little bit too bigger. You can just put it to like 70. Okay, and the bowl size you can increase a bit. Okay, so it's 100. You can put it like 120. Okay, so now this is the bowl and an apple. So first of all, we'll code for the bowl. So what do we want for the bowl? If the left arrow key is pressed, you have to move the bowl to the left. If the right arrow key is pressed, the bowl should move to the right. Okay, so I'm going to go here. Okay, and I'm going to go to yellow circle when green flag is clicked, right? The first step is when green flag is clicked, you put the forever block. Forever. Okay, in the forever, you have to uh, move the whole 10 steps. But before that, we will check the condition that which arrow key is pressed. So you will go to the sensing, and you will choose key pressed. Okay, and you will put the condition block from control if then. If then, and inside the if then, you'll put key space pressed. Here you will choose if the left arrow key is pressed. Then you have to move the whole by -10 steps. Okay, so here you will put -10. Okay, and the same way you will do for the right arrow, but only difference is that you have to put +10, okay, in the right arrow. So again, you will go to the events, you will put when green flag is clicked. Okay, you are going to put the forever block again, forever. Then you are going to put if then. Okay, if then, and then you are going to check the condition. So key pressed. Okay, so key right arrow pressed this time, and you have to put move 10 steps, right? Because both are opposite, left and right, so -10 and 10. So let's see, I'm going to click on this green flag, and my bowl is working perfectly fine. I'm pressing the left and right arrow keys, and according to that, the bowl is moving. So this is the code for the bowl. Okay, so I hope everyone is clear with the bowl code. Now we will move on to the apple. So what do we want for the apple? So this apple should fall from the top like this, okay, till down, and again start from the top and again fall down, again start from the top and again fall down, right? So let's start the coding for the apple. So first of all, we will put when green flag is clicked. Okay, so we want the green flag to be clicked, and then only the action will be performed. Then we will put forever. As you all know that forever means whatever code we put inside the forever, it stays, okay, it lasts until we click on the stop button. So forever, okay. After we put forever, you have to change the y position of the apple. So this is the y position, standing. Okay, this is the y position and this is the x. Sleeping is the x, standing is the y, sleeping is the x, standing is the y. So this way the apple will fall, right, in the y position. So you have to change the y position. So go to the motion and there is change y by, and you have to put it to -10 because it's falling from the top, right? So you have to put it to -10. Then you have to put if then block because you're going to check the condition that whether this apple is touching the bowl or not. Yeah, you have to check that condition. So you'll go to the sensing. Whenever you want to sense something, you always go to the sensing and you'll put touching bowl. Here you'll just choose bowl, touching bowl. So if it's touching the bowl, then again it has to go to random position anywhere from the top and again start falling, right? So we will go to X. Okay, it can fall from anywhere from the top. So we are going to go to X and put random, pick random. Okay. So where is go to X? You can see the motion. Go to X. Can you see this? Go to X, Y. But instead of X and Y, we are going to put X random position. It can fall from anywhere in the X position. Okay. So what will be the random? It can be anything between -240 to 240. Okay. Anywhere between -240 and 240. Okay. And the Y position is 180. So when it will fall down like this, the Y position will be 180. Okay. Till down it will be 180. Again it will start from the top. Again it will be 180. So the Y position will be 180. And then again we need to check the condition if then. So again if it's okay, here instead of bowl we will put screen bottom. Okay, we'll put a line at the screen bottom in choosers, right? We'll put line. So the line sprite will put at screen bottom. So this we can define as screen bottom. Okay. Yeah. So here we can go to the apple and here we can choose line. If it's touching the line, it should again start from the top. And what if it's touching the bowl? Okay. So we'll go to touching bowl. Okay. Touching bowl. And if it's touching the bowl, again we can go to the same thing we have to do, go to X, Y. Instead of X, we will put pick random from the green color circle. Okay, pick random, and here we are going to choose -240 to 240. Okay, so -240 to 240, and here again 180. So even if it will touch the bowl or if it will touch this bottom line, it will again start from the top. Okay, so this is what my code for apple looks like. As you can see, my apple is now falling from anywhere. Yeah, on the screen from any random position, it is falling down. Okay, so this is how we are going to code for the apple, right? I have to collect the apple, right? See how the apple is falling, right? You can also put another fruit. You have to go to choose a sprite. Maybe this time you can choose banana. Okay, so banana is here. You can decrease the size of banana a little bit. Maybe 70 watts. So again, you have to do the same code for the banana. Okay, because again, banana you have to make it fall from the top. Okay, so we'll go to the events when green flag is clicked. Okay, then we will put the forever block forever. Okay, and then we will change the Y position of this banana to -10. Okay, so change the Y by -10. Then again we will check the condition. So we'll go to if then block. Okay, and what condition we are going to check? If it's touching the screen bottom. So right now we are going to put touching and here is the line. Okay, if it's touching the line, then you have to again go to the motion, and you have to go to xy. In the x, you will put pick random, because from the top, from the x position, it will fall from anywhere. Okay, so you have to go to the operators and put pick random only in x, in the x circle. And here you will give minus 240 to 240. Okay, and the y position you always have to keep 180, 180. Understood? What is the next condition? Again, you will check the condition if it's touching the bowl. So again, touching, but this time you will choose bowl. Then again, the same thing, you will put go to xy and again pick random in the x. So what is the x position? Any random value from minus 240 to 240. And in the y, you are going to put 180, right? So you'll put this here. So now you see that both the banana and apple are falling from the top, from anywhere, okay, from any random position in the x, and it is falling down, okay, right? So you have to like just catch the fruits, okay, like this. If you are going to catch the fruit successfully, your score will be increased by 1. So here we will go to the bowl, okay. If touching bowl, then we can make a score variable. So you already know what is a variable now. Variable means something you can store inside a variable, that is any data or any information, okay. It is a storage of data or information. So you go to the variables, you click on make a variable, okay. Click on make a variable and give it a name, score. Make sure it is done for all the sprites. Click on OK. Okay. So once you click on OK, you'll make a variable score. Initially, you have to set the score to 0, right? When you'll start the game, the score should set to 0. So what you will do, you'll go to the events. When green flag is clicked, you'll put the forever block. Not forever, you can simply put set score to 0. Okay, this time set score to 0, set my variable to 0. There you have to choose score and you have to set it to 0. And when it's touching the bowl here, you have to change it by 1. So change my variable by 1, you have to put it here. Change score by 1. So now, as I click on the green flag, I'll see that whenever I select the fruit, it will change my score, right? It will show me how many fruits I collected. Okay, so this is how the game will work. Okay, now this is the 2 fruits I have put. You can also put more fruits, like there is strawberry maybe. Yeah, there is a strawberry also. So you can put a strawberry, you can decrease the size of the strawberry. And you have to do the same code as you did for the apple, right? For the strawberry also, you have to do the same code. Okay, so once again, for the last time, we'll repeat the code. I hope now you know the code, right? So you have to change the y position by minus 10. Then we check for the condition. So go to if then. Check the condition if it's touching the line. If it's touching the line, you have to go to xy. In the x, you put pick random. Okay, what will be the value of pick random? Minus 240 and 240. And what will be the value of y? 180, right? We have repeated this many times, so I hope now it's clear to you. Again, the same thing, you check for different condition, that is if it's touching a hole. So if it's touching a bowl, you have to again go to xy, right? Just a second. You have to go to the motion for that. Go to xy. So again in the x, you are going to put pick random, right? So pick random again, minus 240 and the y position has to be 180. Okay, and this is how the game will work. Now, if it's touching the goal, you have to again go to the variables and you always have to change that score by 1. So change score by 1. So let's click on the green flag. So you have to collect the fruits. The fruits are going to fall from anywhere. Okay, because we have put pick random. Okay, so this is the game. Wow, it works perfectly fine. Right? You can always play this game with your friends, family. It's going to be fun. Okay, so this was all about this game. I hope it's now clear to you, right? So you can also practice this game and it will be fun. So we'll meet in our next tutorial for extension of this game. Okay, we are going to create something in this game only again. So you have to save this game. If you have not saved it, please save the game. Okay, and then we are going to extend this game in our next tutorial. Okay, so till then, bye everyone. Take care.